leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Like, oi, nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
So what,
shit is a province full of devil and fire. What is known as what is be avoided if you take a route straight through what is known as. Ryan's got numerous top 10 hits, but he gets intimidated by the Uber drivers. They love a bit of him. Cruise that 5'3" Puerto Rican margin. You should cut down on your pork life, mate. Get some exercise. All the dabblers, so many dabblers, and they all know what I mean.
I wouldn't look too far into that.
I get up when I want, except on Tuesday, when I get rudely awakened by Rochi and Echo. I put my trousers on, have a cup of tea, and I think about leaving the house. I feed the trolls, I sometimes feed the spackles too. It gives me a sense of enormous well-being, and I'm happy for the rest of the streets.
About Brian Harvey waving knives around. Number one, I've always said, if you try and come in my house, I will. Yeah? If you try and come in my house and get me, that's what you'll get.
I looked outside the door and I got this. A letter. And a cheque for £258.
Wasted to it, all the dabblers, so many dabblers, and they all watch phone in hand through their nuts life, through their nuts life, their nuts life.
I don't believe in that fan because you can't find that. You can't handle the fucking truth. Fuck off and do one.
Yes, indeed. Fuck off and do one. Welcome to Chewing the Shit. I'm your host, Echo Pineapple. As always, we are here, come rain or shine, to chew the shit and go over absolutely anything and everything we'd like to. No Joey nonsense, just good old-fashioned British crap. And to join me today, I have an American, allegedly. Welcome to the stage, Annie. Hello, Annie. How are you?
Now, like, how far back does you have to be, like, from America to be from America? Like one generation, 2, 3, 4?
I don't know. If you're born in America, that's good enough for me. I don't actually care.
Oh, okay.
I just don't like Americans calling themselves. Yeah. I just don't like Americans calling themselves Irish when they don't actually know any Irish people. That's the only issue.
No,
that's all I promise. That's it. So
I remember my dad. He wanted he is Irish and Scottish, and he wanted us kids to like be into the heritage and stuff. I'm like, I'm American. I don't really care about the Scottish and the Irish and all that crap. Now I live here, so
yeah, for sure. I think if you visit and if you kind of spend, if it means a lot to you, then fine. But if you've just got a like granddad who was there for like 20 years and then moved over, doesn't really count anymore, I'm afraid. But anyway, so we have got potentially we've got a Roach with us. I will add him to the stage if he's fixed his volume. Yeah, I know you're here, Roachy. I know you're here. He's only here for a little bit and then he's off to see the soccer. Roachy,
mate,
hello, mate, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You know what I did? Hi, Annie. I made the mistake of joining StreamYard and then decided, I better unplug my mic because I need to walk across the room, not realising that once you do that, it kind of throws off all the settings. So I couldn't hear nothing backstage. And anyway, it's a me issue, not a you issue.
No, it's always a you issue, Roach. It's fine. I'm used to it by now.
What's going on?
just to let everyone know, Rochi's only here for a tiny bit, and then he's buggering off. We potentially have someone popping on in a bit. He can let me know in the private chat whenever he's ready. I'll jump on and put him in. But for now, it'll just be us three crazy cats. So, Rochi, it might help actually if I... Oh, okay. Oh, no, take it back. He's ready. Okay, so a new member of the team. He's going to be with us on Chewing the Shit every Tuesday that he wants to be. We have got Hunter. Hello, pal. How you doing?
Hello.
I'll put the
Nice to
two
meet you.
non-cowards at the top off the screen. What do you reckon, Annie? Is that good?
Sounds good to me. I like attention, so I'll be up here.
Brilliant.
That way I can point to this
So,
QR code.
Yeah, Annie can do the.
Oh, Annie's a cop.
perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Exactly. So what we've got two different things to go over. We can work out between us. We can have a little poll. We can either go through a little bit of Macca's, or we can go through a little bit of killing your gay lover in a swimming pool.
Right.
Which would you? What would you like? I know you're a Barrymore fan down there, Roach.
Well, sorry, Ico, I got confused because you said between two of you, and I thought you meant you and Annie, and then you talked about climbing on a pole, and I'm like, okay, so are you two competing or something?
So you've not got your headphones on again, yeah? You're watching another show.
No.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
well, it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. I just thought I'd
Mm.
come in for the like 20 odd minutes because I've got no life whatsoever, and I'm
That's true.
avoiding going down and spending more time with my father. That's what's happening.
Taste.
Fair enough. Valid point. Well, I'm gonna put it to let's do a little bit of Michael Barrymore, seeing as two of us know about this flaming homo killer, and
Well-
two of us don't. So
Well,
you
Ico,
know,
the
Michael
question is
Barrymore.
top,
Yeah.
middle, or bottom?
All right. Yes, exactly. Good reference to
Mhm.
only the British people, and we won't go into it to explain it. So, when I was thinking about this, I was kind of like, it reminds me a little bit what I did with that skeptical fruit stuff. You know, where I kind of went over some of the stories of the air quotes famous British people who've done dodgy shit or whatever. Yeah. And he's kind of like an OJ. Would you say, Richie? Kind of his story.
Mm, yeah, without
If you had
the
to compare
being
it.
an athlete thing about it, yeah. But also,
Yeah. Okay.
the fact that you said, "Oh, this is a bit like what I did with Spectacle Fruit or whatever the fuck," and I'm like, "Yeah, do you
That's
know
the
what?
one.
Tuesday shows do seem like a bit of a, oh, this is recycled stuff we haven't got to yet."
Nope. Nope. That is not that whatsoever.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the difference is this isn't just one person. Like, we're not just reviewing Joey C all the time. We got to move on, get past it.
Who's Joey C?
As exactly, pal. So I'm gonna add it stage. There's a tiny introduction to it, okay, and then it shows us a little bit of his glory days. So let's have a look.
1-year-old Stuart Lubbock was found floating in the swimming pool at Mr. Barrymore's home in Essex.
This
no.
was the biggest story of the decade.
I couldn't make sense of it.
come I didn't hear of it then?
Linked with Barrymore.
The assumption that he had drowned in the swimming pool was based on rather flimsy evidence.
How did he get injuries so severe that could have killed him?
This young man had suffered a very violent and very serious assault.
Why would he run away? It's his house, his party, his pool.
Who killed Stuart Lubbock?
Somebody at that party.
It was a
knows
clone of
what
himself.
happens.
Barrymore, the body in the pool.
Here we go. One sec. Brilliant. Now it's going to go on to something completely different. So I just wanted that just for the two Americans, Richie, just to kind of briefly introduce that it's like quite a serious topic, and it was quite a big thing over here in the UK. Go on, Rich. What did you want to say, man?
No, I was going to say, you notice they never questioned his sexuality in that trailer.
For sure. So
Now,
yes, it was quite a big thing at the time, wasn't it? The fact that they were too.
And what was funny to see the newspaper headlines, like literally after this happened, like, so I think this happened over a weekend.
One crazy weekend.
And the papers were like, all right, well, everybody knows the open secret, right? And me being naive was like, That's Michael Barrymore. I grew up watching this guy as a TV host, right? And they're like,
Sure.
yeah, he's openly gay. And this guy that was found dead is openly gay. And it's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that was the start of the things. There's so much stuff you can do. Yeah, go on.
Cool. No problem, mate. Just ask in the chat, mate, if you want to, or just do it yourself. It's not an issue. If you need to, Hunter. So what we're going to see here is what Michael Barrymore. Would it be fair to say that he's maybe most famous for now, Rochi, in hindsight, is his show that he did. It's kind of like Kids Say the Darndest Things, really. Did you ever watch that, Rochi? I don't think it's called that, obviously.
Yeah, possibly. But all I remember is
Mm-hmm.
Strike It Lucky, I think it was called, right?
Yeah.
It was like a mid-90s game show on television.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed...
that's definitely what he's known for.
Yeah, it seemed to me as a child, so I was like, 10 in 95, right? So in 95, I remember it feeling futuristic because they had
what the game
levels of TVs, right. Yeah? Right, yeah, and I was like,
"Ooh,
this is the future, right?" Anyway, but and he was very, what's the right word?
I think he's charismatic. I would say he's funny. Yeah, very
camp. But he was quite like.
I don't think he was overly camp. I think he was quite. Well, we'll find out in a sec. Yeah.
Are we ever going to watch the clip?
No, never.
We are. Yes, we are. We're just letting Rochi have his little 2 cents. Because you don't interrupt Rochi, that's what I get told. Yeah. Here we go.
My mum has an office and my dad always goes up. And before they go in, they give it. My dad gives my mum a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that all?
Yeah, and then they go in.
In where?
The office. and I had to tell my dad, and he said yeah.
So this here is the murderer. On the right is the one who got his hair murdered. So Michael Barrymore, one of the shows that he did. To be fair, I see him a lot more in these old clips, Rochi, than I do in the other shows, because obviously kids say the funniest stuff. Yeah, it's timeless.
Well,
so
sorry to cut you off. You just alleged that Michael Barrymore was something, and I'm here to say that he certainly isn't.
Found innocent of all charges. Spoiler alert.
I'm not going to be here when you go through the details of that shit, but I'll say this. Who really does have control of their own party? Yeah, really.
Yeah, especially when someone dies.
Anything else you wanted to say that you couldn't say, that you wanted to let all these people know? Keep out of it, you. You wanted him on the show? Don't keep pointing your finger up like that. It's not on, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, now shut up, Mum.
Damn.
Yeah, so you shouldn't tell your mum to shut up, but we'll let you get away with just the one, okay? Anything else you want to tell us about them, so everybody knows what happened?
When he was getting better, he started to kiss Mummy to make him feel better.
And then what happened?
They went upstairs back into the office.
So apparently British parents fuck a lot. That's good to know.
Little snitch. Kill him.
Do you know what it is? Maybe the Americans don't understand. Us Brits are really lazy. That's why it's so funny that they would go into an office. Yeah, who's going to work at home? Come on, what?
Hey, this was pre. Yep, this was pre-COVID, mate. Pre-COVID.
Do they lock the door of this office?
Yeah, they lock the door and I try and break it down, but they scream. They think I'm screaming.
Can you hear screaming from inside?
Yeah. They're scared. They're scared.
So the reason why I've included this clip, just to kind of not to just fill out the show, I promise, was pretty much to kind of show that he was quite beloved Michael Barrymore in terms of as a presenter. You know, like you have presenters who do certain shows. He was in quite a few shows. He was very popular. People found him very funny. Yes. Very good, Spurg. Very good. So let's go on. Sorry, I hear a withdraw of breath. I don't know if you're smoking or looking to talk, Roach.
No, I want to say something, Ickle. So,
go for it.
The audience isn't aware. Ickle wants to one up Rocco. Rocco shows pictures of kids.
I show videos of
kids.
Yeah, there you go. Well done, Roach.
Franchising, smart.
Not sure that there's a possibility you might. So they keep going upstairs to the office.
Yeah.
And they shut the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I keep on kicking it till it breaks down, but it doesn't break down.
Yeah. How long do you have to kick it for?
About 3 hours.
What can you hear from the inside?
All I can hear is Mum screaming the loud that is.
Well, that's
impressive.
That's just inappropriate. Come on, guys.
I mean, hey, for 3 hours, that's impressive.
Rochi, have you ever made a woman sound like that?
Yeah, when they looked at me, sir, every morning. No. What's funny is we're not commenting on the kid's haircut that clearly is a bowl. Second of all,
I literally
the road rash on his
first
chin.
thing I said.
I'm not listening to you, Cool. That's the issue.
As always,
selective hearing,
yeah.
No, and also, why has he got a graze on his chin? Like, clearly, this kid cannot be trusted. He's clearly telling some lies here. Yeah, we all know that you can't please a woman for longer than 10 minutes, right? Anybody?
10 minutes? Who are you trying to impress?
My wife.
Anything else you want to tell us about them?
She pushed me downstairs and went rolling down. He had to go like a trampoline, boing. Boing.
Did she say sorry?
No.
What did she do?
She said, Aaron, shut up and get a bed.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I hope you've got it all out of your system now. Mum, I'm sure, is really looking forward to seeing you after the show. Yeah.
Like, sure.
Yeah. Sure you know as well, don't you? All right.
There you go. Didn't clip out that last bit. Brilliant. Right. Yeah. So essentially, you get what he is, Jay. He's kind of like a popular chat show host. Would you say he was the most popular at the time, Roach? I think I saw him on.
Yeah, he was the number one. He was the most played at the time as well.
Okay.
So I believe Luigi said in the chat that we had the Americans got a similar show. It was hosted by Bill Cosby. And I would say Michael Barrymore is a bit like Bill Cosby, but minus, like, he wasn't a comedian. He was just like a what we would call over here a red coat, like an everyman. You know what I mean?
Right,
he could just sing and dance and stuff like that. You know.
No, you would see some people where where people are stand-ups, and some people call certain actors like comedians, and you're like, really? Like, what have they done like stand-up wise? And they're like, nothing. But they're a like comic actor, so they for some reason get put under that umbrella, which is retarded. But I guess that's how he would get referred to. But right, let's look at this cat for a bit. Come on.
Yeah. Also, like, are my eyes playing tricks on me? Did I see the chat correctly?
Oh, that's
I don't know, mate. I'm not in charge of chat. Hunter's in charge of chat.
That's a bot.
That's a bot. All right. Okay. I thought it was
that's a bot. It didn't verify.
1 second. So. 1 second. No, bring it back up, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dave. Very kind of you, mate. He has gifted 5
Core Blimey, 5 gifted memberships.
Core Blimey, thank you, mate. And I'm just gonna fill the pineapple up for you because I know that's why you gifted them. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. Perfect. Perfect. Right,
and also, I believe Mumbling Nick's making reference to Annie's background.
I can't see it. It's not on screen, unfortunately, pal. There we go. Brilliant. Well done. Very good, Nick. Very good. Right. So unless you got any more comments, guys, we'll continue with the clip if that's okay.
Yes.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Cheers. Oh yeah. Subscribe.
cat's name was Kyle?
Sorry?
That cat's name was Kyle?
Allegedly. I guess so.
Okay.
Allegedly.
All right.
Right.
He was German. Too.
Annie, is your last name Buckman?
Oh shit.
Not yet.
I even gave you a chance. I said, any more comments? No one said anything. Press play. You want to fucking talk.
On the Channel 4 documentary that is to be broadcast tonight.
Okay, so this is his he getting out in front of it at the time of the, I say death. If I say murder, it kind of insinuates he did it. So at the time of the death, this is a minute commentary. Go on, Roach.
I must admit, I didn't watch the Channel 4 documentary partly because I.
When did this take place?
This isn't it.
Well, I'm a little bit biased, right? So,
okay.
Oh, okay, Roachy. Go on.
Sorry, God, I generally do apologise for
I want to talk. No, go on, mate. Go on. You're biased because.
Well, because I grew up with it, watching this guy, right? And if it, so I remember watching people doing their own documentaries on YouTube, amateur documentaries and whatnot. And I was under the impression that there was somebody at that party that they also could be accused of this, right? Now,
okay.
On the build up to the Channel 4 documentary, my missus was like, "You have to watch this," right? Obviously she watched other stuff, and she's like, "Well, it's fascinating to find stuff out." Bear in mind, this is at the height of almost every 70s TV star in the UK was either a nonce or
not at this point, though. Not at this news story was before that, right? In terms
of
what
but I'm
knew.
talking about the Channel 4 documentary when it comes out. It's at the height of everybody's getting cancelled. Bear in mind, after this, Channel 4 decide to go, "Oh yeah, do you know Russell Brand was acting inappropriately too? Let's do another documentary on him," because they're trying to ride that train of it's a bit like the murder mystery stuff that Netflix do. You know, Housewives loves that shit. You know, it's that sort of thing.
So I think this actual clip is from back when the death took place. So I think this was a good 20 years ago. So I don't think this is the new documentaries. Yeah, it's him making a release statement before it all comes out to kind of because he knows he knows his career is over essentially.
As I've made clear to everyone, I'm not able to comment because Channel 4 are refusing to show it to me or even let.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, Roachy. He's talking about the actual documentary that came out that smeared his name.
It's almost like
I will bring it back. No, you don't. you got lucky, right? I'll start it again then and actually pay attention to it. Hi, Kyle.
Been asked by various sections of the press to comment upon the Channel 4 documentary that is to be broadcast tonight. As I've made clear to everyone, I'm not able to comment because Channel 4 are refusing to show it to me or even let me know what it contains. Forgive me for looking down at the iPad, but I don't want to get any of this wrong. However, I will say to anyone who would like to get to the truth of the matter that they should watch the ITV interview I did last year with Piers Morgan.
Okay,
he went into everything and left
stop
no
and
stone
just go
unturned.
do that now. All right, I'll come back in a couple hours.
Yep,
cool.
Exactly.
Okay. The truth is, I have always done everything anyone has asked of me, and I've cooperated with everyone. Essex Police's own QC has said that we know that Mr. Barrymore has had nothing to do with this and that there is no evidence linking him with the injuries to Mr. Lubbock or the pool. I have had nothing to do with this whatsoever, and yet I keep getting bashed and bullied by the media. I may comment further once I've seen the show go out later tonight. In the meantime, my heartfelt sympathies are with the Lubbock family, and I truly hope they find peace. And it is for that reason that I have constantly pressed for an independent police force to examine everything to do with the case and reach a proper conclusion. And I should continue to do so.
Right, so Roachy, as far as you're aware, has nobody been like arrested or anything for this, right? Since it's kind of
Michael Barrymore was arrested at the time, mate.
No, I know. I'm saying since then, like as in no one's gone to jail for it. I mean,
no, I think there was one other guy that was arrested in connection to it at the time, but since, like, after all of this blew over and nobody cared anymore, it's like a cold case. But before I'm about to do my Irish exit, I'm going to say this. I have never been to a Michael Barrymore house party. However, I don't think the fruit can say the same.
Fuck you. Right. No. I've never been either.
Those are big accusations.
Yeah, especially I would have been, like 15 at the time. So I would have been a right twink.
Yeah, you were perfect to invite to that party, then.
Yeah.
Got that supple young fruit.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. There's a reason why I hide behind this filter. It's the shame. It's mainly the shame.
The evening that a man would drown in his swimming pool.
Yes, and the £600 part, yes.
Began like any other Friday night for Michael Barrymore. He went out for a meal, returned to his Essex home, and then headed for a nightclub in Harlow.
I just wanted to cheer myself up.
So is he an Essex guy in Rochi?
Oh, yeah.
Harlow, was that London?
Yeah. So I laughed at the fact that he just straight away, I just wanted to cheer myself up. So I allowed somebody to drown in my pool.
Yeah, for sure. Sam, don't tell people what to do, thank you. Cheers.
So Jonathan was a mate of mine, was with me at the time. I said, "Should we go down go to a club?" I said, "All right." So it was just on the spur of the moment. I didn't have any intention to go out to the club that night.
So do you recognise this guy here, anyone? Go on. Anyone recognise this Taki at the far right?
No.
No.
Right, okay.
Rochi?
Yeah, well, of course I do, mate, don't I? It's kind of funny how, like, the course of time has progressed, right? So somebody in the chat said, "Oh, that documentary in Channel 4 came out in 2020." Well, in the last 5 years, the aim has shifted, and this gentleman now is getting cancelled. He infamously interviewed...
You want to tell us who he is?
I can't pronounce his name, mate. I can't pronounce
Martin Bashir. Martin Bashir. And he also famously interviewed Michael Jackson, which is why I thought maybe these guys would have known him, because that was a big documentary.
So he interviewed Michael Jackson for the ITV, and you may not know why that was. That's partly because the BBC had fired him previous. Because, again, he interviewed Princess Diana way back in 95, and that interview was heavily edited and redacted and aired on the BBC, partly because the royal family went, "No, we'd rather not have that spoke about, that put out there." Like, in the premise of defending Princess Diana and the royal family. He was fully aware of that, so was the BBC, and this is how like the royal family works over here. Now, they're cancelling him because of the things that they edited out of that said documentary, because he was the one asking her the questions. So, Royal Britannia.
Very good.
Decide to go to the Millennium Club, and you go with your friend John Kenny. What happened when you got to the club?
I got to the club, I walked in the door, and the management and that looked after me straight away, and they put a security guard with me, and a couple.
So there you go. Just in terms of, he is still pretty famous at this point, right, Rog? And obviously British. So like we don't have the crazy kind of stuff you guys have, but in terms of that, he was getting security. That's pretty mad. Like that's quite a big deal in regards to our places, especially in Essex.
Apologies, Echo. I got to leg it off, and I am a little bit annoyed because I'm actually fascinated by this, so I certainly will.
that makes one of our guests brilliant.
Well, no, I like the idea of Annie. It's good to see you. I do like the idea that we've gone, okay, who's in our chat normally? Annie will do. She could be a guest on our show, and then
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's
what
how
you're
it
going to say
works.
to me is, "Oh,
Yeah.
what happened to the views?"
Roachy, you fucking retard.
Anyway,
So
right.
because Annie's on her show, that's why the views are down. Right.
No,
got
that's
ya.
what you're going to say to me.
Right.
You're going to go, "What happened? Like we lost some viewers. What's going on?" And you go, "Well, yeah, if you take Annie
Not
out,
my
of the
fault.
chat, she's on screen. She
I
can't
think
watch it, can she?"
Right. Okay.
Well,
You're a retard. Go enjoy football, mate. Take care.
yeah, I will do. Right. It's been an honour. It's been emotional.
And I got rid of him. See you later, pal. Not a joke. Didn't that guy get cancelled years ago for advocating that someone in someone else's mouth? I don't think that's why he got. I think he got cancelled for killing someone. I think that's the main reason. But he might have also said that to someone. I didn't follow that certain part of the news, unfortunately. I'm sure it's a.
Man's got an impressive neck, though.
You think? I wouldn't say that's overly impressive, but sure.
I didn't say it's like impressive in a good way.
Right. Okay. All right.
Keep an eye on me.
It just
The club
leaves
was
an
busy.
impression.
I was high and it was a good buzz, and I had loads of girls coming up to me, and I was talking to loads of the blokes.
Ooh, humble brag.
Really? Really? Did you have loads of girls coming up to you? Really?
Blokes coming up and talking to me, and I just talked to, well, it seemed like hundreds, and it was getting, quite heavy, because there was a lot of, not heavy as in bad, but heavy in as it was getting a lot to deal with.
Bit of an event.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, maybe it's a bit too much, and all the drink and that, and I talked to loads of people.
Barrymore left the club with 31-year-old Stuart Lubbock, a local butcher and father of 2 young children.
Holy shit! All right. I didn't realise he took someone's fucking husband back home with him. Cool. Okay.
Sounds
dad of
gay.
2. Yeah, a little bit. Sounds dead as well. So that's sad.
Well.
I didn't realise he was a dad of 2 who got killed. I just thought he was a lonely homosexual that died. Fair enough. Let's continue and find out what happens. I reckon they get together and they live happily ever after.
Also with him was Justin Merritt, a dustman, and his friend John Kenny. In total, 9 people went to Barrymore's.
What's a dustbin? Did you say a dustman?
Did he say he's a
Dustbin
dustman?
man. I think so. Yeah, I think he means like he's a. I thought, yeah. Why did he say that? I assume he's just saying he's a bin man, like empties bins.
Gotcha.
I'd assume so anyway.
Home. Had you taken any drugs that evening or during the day?
No, not during the day.
Fuck yeah. I mean, no.
So he just went, not during the day. And I just went, hang on a second. I hope Martin listened to that. And he goes, so you did take drugs that evening? And it's like, yeah, I guess.
Well,
that evening.
Not in the evening. It was in the mid-morning / afternoon day area part.
We'll see.
So you'd only been drinking?
Yeah, I've been drinking. I drank Jack Daniels and lemonade at the club. And then we went back to the house.
The taxi driver who took you home says, and I quote, "You were definitely the worse for wear." Would that be a fair description?
I was the worse for wear as me, or worse for wear out of everybody else?
No, you were just worse for wear yourself.
It's the first time I'm hearing this. So.
Yeah, just the worse for wear yourself.
Why are you
were quite
insulting me
drunk,
to my
I think.
face right now?
Yeah, I don't know why he's kind of so hung up on that. It's like you were out drinking, you went back with 9 guys to your house. Like, it's okay to be like, yeah, I was pretty drunk, I guess. Like I wasn't the soberest I've ever been. But Jesus Christ, what a life, eh? You get to bring 8 to 9 other people back home with you because you're such a studly celebrity. Roachy, who doesn't take poppers when you're with 8 other guys? Well, what a valid point, Roachy. Roachy, thanks for reminding us what you do when you take 8 other guys back home with you. Thank you very much.
What he meant as he took you home.
That's probably acceptable. I mean, I was leaning over the back of his seat talking to him, just jollying on. It was just another night, another club. People come back.
Just the sort of thing you did.
Have a drink. It's the sort of thing I did.
What happened when you got home?
We got home, I went in, I went down, showed
Sucking
them around the
and
place.
fucking.
Not showed them around.
Yeah, exactly. I am interested if they say, so like you were at your house with 8 other gay guys after all drinking. I assume you had sexual intercourse with like at least one of them. And I wonder if he's going to be like, no, we just all had a nice drink, went for a swim, someone died, and that was the end of it.
Yep, somebody just happened to die.
Very-
It just happens sometimes when you're partying.
It does happen. It does.
And a place was, there's some music in there in the front room and that, and help yourself to drinks.
Did you serve them drinks?
No, I didn't serve them drinks. They helped themselves.
My lawyer said, no, I did not give them any drinks. As if you're going to have 8 other people back to your house and you're like, oh, I ain't going to be getting you drinks. Like, if you want drinks, you're all grown-ups, you can get your own drinks. Oh, fucking rude.
What am I, a
Rude.
bartender?
Show them where.
No, yeah. Well, I guess. But if someone comes to your house, you're going to at least get them the first drink. Jesus, come on. Oh, dear.
Yeah, I showed them where the drink. There's a cabinet in the front room, and there's the fridge and the cooler. And there was plenty of drink around just to help themselves. And also, if they wanted to use the jacuzzi, they could.
Were any of the people who you saw in your house, admittedly you say you didn't know them, but did they appear to be drunk?
I don't know. What am I, a doctor?
Stuart.
See, this is so insincere as well. You've been out at a club, so I'm not gonna lie. If I'm at a club, I assume most people are going to be drunk. Pretty much most people.
Probably.
Are gonna be drunk, at least. And then you're like, let's carry this party on back at mine. So I assume all of them
And
are
drink
going to
some
be
more.
pretty drunk. Yeah, exactly. He's going to ask, were you a bit drunk? He's like, I wouldn't say. I was like, I wasn't really that drunk. So, okay, were you handing out drinks at 5? Oh, no. People might help themselves to the drinks that I had in the fridge, in the cooler, and also in the drinks cabinet. But I wouldn't say I was handing it out. Okay, well, would you say people were a little bit drunk? Well, not really. Like, I can't really comment on that. It's like, yes, you've been told by your lawyer exactly what to avoid saying, which is fair, I guess. I wouldn't really want to go to jail either. But...
They had a drink. They'd all had a drink, but nothing I would judge as so drunk.
How many drinks have you
they
had
to be
right now?
taken care of, or...
Did anybody take any drugs?
I took some drugs with a couple of them.
There you go. So he took some drugs with a couple of them. So far, so good. So you're so drunk that the taxi driver was like, this guy was a little worse for wear. You then carried on drinking and were taking drugs. So far, so good. But you weren't too drunk. So that's.
Were they all in the same taxi at the same time?
He has a big taxi. Yeah, exactly. Maybe. They're all sitting on each other's laps, I reckon, Hunter.
The party started in the back of the cab, and that's why why the lorry driver got all pissed because the orgy was starting there.
Yeah, and he couldn't join in because he was driving.
What sort of drugs?
Smoke.
Did you?
So smoke. By that, guys, that's what we refer to as, I guess, back then anyway, cannabis. I was doing the smoke. I was having a bit of the smoke. Yeah, so crazy stuff. They
Good
were
idea,
having Jack
actually.
Daniels and lemonade and marijuana. There you go.
Offer
Definitely no crack.
cocaine to anybody?
Mm-hmm. No. Oh.
You didn't?
No, not at all.
I didn't offer it. It was on the table. People were
I'm sure
doing
you'll
it.
be
You know?
aware that
Yeah. He's like, well, I have a cabinet for the cocaine, so he might have took some, but I didn't offer it. Yes. But I also pointed out they specified not in a day. He said, did you take any drugs? And he went, not in a day. So I was like, okay, so he's essentially saying he took it in the evening, which he's now admitted. So I'll let him off. He's a crafty one.
there are now effectively 2 descriptions of what happened on that night, and both of them appear to tally.
Well, what descriptions are they?
Well, Justin Merritt, for example, has said that you offered cocaine to all of the people in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he says that you
Like
dabbed
that's a
your
joke.
finger in.
Yeah, like he always says that kind of stuff. He also said I killed a guy. You know what he's like. You can't listen to a word he says.
cocaine and forcibly rubbed it on Stuart Lubbock's gum.
That never took place.
With his dick.
No, that wasn't.
yeah. They didn't add that bit, did they? Anna? They left that bit out. Jesus.
The only time I had anything was with a couple of guys down the other end of the house. And at that time, they all went out to the pool.
So just to confirm,
and killed
everyone,
themselves.
The guy who died.
Stop pausing.
I'm
I'm edging, bro. Like, come on.
So the guy who died. We could just watch the entire video in silence, but some people don't like that. The guy who died and the guy who said this guy was forcing him drugs. You weren't with either of them. You were just with the complete opposite guys that had nothing to do with it. Cool. Sounds believable.
So is Justin Merritt lying when he says that was what you did and he saw you do it?
Is he lying?
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes, he is.
He's lying.
Yes.
Even though on a previous occasion, John Kenny recollects you doing exactly that thing, getting cocaine, dabbing it on your finger and rubbing it in your gums.
The two don't tie in.
Well, they tie in as something that you might do.
Something I might do, not to another person.
It's something that John Kenny saw you do to yourself.
Yeah, you're saying that I did that on an occasion.
Yeah, and what I
didn't you just accuse everyone here of being like super duper drunk and on drugs? Maybe he like hallucinated or thought he saw it. Like, you know, like shit happens at the party.
Well, guess whose side Annie's on? The murderer. Annie's on the murderer's side, allegedly. YouTube.
What, you've never had dirty teeth and like, you know, just
and had some cocaine rubbed on it?
Teeth a little bit?
Yeah.
He's had broccoli in his teeth.
That was fake news. That was fake news.
saying to you is...
It's not something I recall ever doing.
No, sure, but to be clear...
Yeah, I'm clear about what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, very clear.
You are saying that Justin Merritt is lying.
He is lying.
The dustbin man. That's who that is. Justin Merritt, the dustbin man. Just to clarify. Oh, dear.
Justin Merritt stands by the story he told police. Given the fact that you have been honest enough to admit that you've used cocaine previously, and that there are other friends of yours who recollect you buying cocaine and using cocaine, is it not possible that you had cocaine in the house that evening?
I did, but I didn't do it in front of this guy at that moment.
A trace of cocaine was found.
This one story is a lie. I'm very caught up in this one detail, okay?
I've explained this. The people that will incriminate me, I didn't do cocaine with. The people who aren't commenting, I did cocaine with. What's so hard to follow? It's a very straightforward story. God, I've worked on my alibi. I know what to say.
In the house.
Is it not possible that you gave cocaine to the guests?
No, it isn't possible.
Why are you so categoric on that?
Because actually, for that evening.
Because that would incriminate me, sir. That would incriminate me in what they're trying to throw me in jail for. No, Nick, no, different kind of murderer. This guy's all right. This guy's okay. I'm a fan of this murderer. He was good on television. He contributed something.
I know the sequence of events. I wasn't so off it that I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't so out of my head that I didn't know what was going on.
Say it one
Came
more
into
time,
the house, showed them where everything was, went down the other end, had a smoke with the lads, came back, went to go...
lads.
Jacuzzi, and that's when I discovered Stuart. The last time I saw Stuart was walking towards the jacuzzi.
Stuart Lubbock joined John...
I don't think it's the jacuzzi. I think it's the pool. But yeah, let's see.
Kenny and Justin Merritt in the
killed
outside
him and threw him in the pool.
Ah, got you.
Jacuzzi. Kenny and Merritt went back to the house. Shortly afterwards, another guest, James Footers, saw Stuart swimming alone in the pool next to the jacuzzi. So, what happened next that raised the alarm? Can you just take me through the sequence of events?
We had the smoke down there. Were there for a while, not that long. We agreed we'd go to the jacuzzi, give it a go. Went down to the corner end of the house. I gave them some shorts, they changed, I changed into a pair of shorts. Walked out to the pool towards the jacuzzi. Everybody was back in the house by then. And
Wait, so you went out to swim when everyone had left? That's a great pool party. Just when everyone's fucked off for the night. Brilliant. All right. Sure.
Then I looked down, which is effectively the deep end, and Stuart was there.
Did you realise who it was?
Not immediately. Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, he was face up. Yeah.
What did you do?
I just freaked out. I ran back in and got Jonathan, who I know is a lifesaver.
Not a very good one.
And
why didn't he jump in the
Simon
pool? He's white. He can swim.
Allegedly. Yeah, so he saw this guy dead in the pool, and he went and got his friend who was a lifesaver. Yeah, bit overrated, I think, as a lifesaver.
James jumped in and pulled his body out.
What I think actually happened is he went in and he went, "He's your mate. You fucking get him if you want him. I ain't pulling him out."
He's faking it. Go check.
Yeah. He keeps pretending to be dead at the bottom of.
Did you call the police?
No.
Why not?
Somebody was doing it.
Yeah, because there's cocaine and a dead body, and I didn't want to go to jail. That's the main reason.
Because I haven't come yet. That's why.
Justin Merritt.
Yeah. Wait.
I got 8 guys
Go back
left.
inside. Go back. Pull him out the pool. Pull him out the pool and give me 5 more minutes, and then come out and see if you can save him.
Says he called 999.
Yeah, I called. Well, Justin and Jonathan came out to the body.
What did you do next?
I was
He said
standing on
came
the
out
other
to the
side,
body.
and I
Shouldn't
was
be come
I
on the body.
Just lost it.
Yeah, you had to get rid of that evidence.
Panicked. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe what was going on.
So what did you think as you looked?
That he'd been under the water a while. From the way he was.
But that made you panic?
No.
Well, no, I thought he was part fish, so like I thought.
Nah, he does this shit all the time. Stuart's just
He always
fucking
pretends.
around.
He always pretends to be a bloated corpse in a pool, and it's really annoying. And I'm just like, I'm not falling for this one again. Yeah.
Like freaking out at seeing him under there, and it just
a tiny bit of defense for this guy. He's like, well, why were you freaking out? It's like, it's a dead guy in my pool at my house. Like, and we've got drugs here as well. I think it's reasonable to first reaction be a bit selfish and be like, fuck, I'm in so much trouble, when he inevitably was in so much trouble. Vinegar Rich, this is a regular situation. I don't know what's wrong here. Yeah, exactly. Happens to every person who has a pool party. I'm pretty sure.
At this moment, I wish I'm the guy in the pool.
seemed that their efforts
Sorry. Play your cards right, Annie. Play your cards right. One day.
to do anything, it wasn't coming
Fingers
round.
crossed.
So what did you do?
I didn't do anything at that point. Simon and James had come down to get away. There's nothing you can do, and leave the place because it's going to be swarming with police and press.
Fucking hell.
And I just went along with that.
He just fucked off.
So you're saying it was suggested to you?
That's exactly what. I think that's why so many people had an issue with this. He's like, oh, what do you expect me to do? I'm not just going to stick around.
That you should get out of the house.
Yes.
Do you think that was the most responsible
Again,
behavior?
as we've established, do you have any idea how high I was? I really wanted to just keep going, and talking to the police would have been a real buzzkill.
Yeah, and I had a lot of cocaine, so I was going very, very talkative at that point. So I didn't want to be interviewed, which is fair.
I mean, he is a total stranger who's clearly injured in some way in the pool, and you leave the house.
Yeah.
It's almost tantamount to a criminal offence, isn't it? You're like leaving the scene of an accident.
Well, yeah, that might be why you got in quite a bit of trouble for it. I'm not sure.
It's only tantamount to that if you're leaving the scene of the accident, if you caused it. I didn't.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if that's I guess so. I guess people go past accidents all the time, right? You're not like morally obliged to stop. It just makes you a bad person.
You're in your pool, though.
Yeah, if it's your pool, yeah, you got a bit of liability. What do you reckon, Hannah?
He's under obligation because it's his property. He's under obligation
yeah,
for their
yeah.
safety to an extent. But
Yeah,
just to say,
yeah.
oh, there's a bunch of dudes here, we're fucked up, someone died, I gotta fuck off. Like that doesn't look good regardless of who it is. You know, I don't.
Yeah, that's not the best reaction.
Wow, this is crazy.
Sorry, what you say?
This is crazy. I've never heard of this. So
yeah, I think this little interview is going to finish in a tick, and then I just want to gather your guys' thoughts on it. If that's
I didn't think about what I was doing. I didn't think what was right or wrong.
Obviously.
They ushered me away. They said, "There's nothing you can do." You know, I said,
fight
"I
or
want
flight."
to."
It's a fight or flight.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's a fight or flight
and
response.
He does seem to kind of say, yeah, I made a bad choice, but it was a shit situation to be in. Like, I get it's like, well, that's very selfish of you. It's like, yeah, I should have stayed, shouldn't I? But I didn't. Like, what do you want? It doesn't mean I killed him. It just means I'm a selfish, bad person, I guess. Two different things.
You know, do something, but they said, you know, it'd be a nightmare. And I just come out, and I didn't leave without straight away ringing my PA Mike and telling him where I was. I wasn't running away from the scene. If I was running away from the scene, then please.
I didn't run anywhere. That taxi guy was still outside. That taxi guy was still outside. I got him. He took me back. He took me back to the club, and I found a few more guys and some more cocaine. God,
I got a hotel room. You know.
Yeah, Jesus.
Would have been able to find me straight away.
Just going back over the scene, your friends suggest that.
Oh my God!
You
This
can't
guy
be of
in the
any help.
scene.
There's been this terrible incident.
This guy interviewing him, trying to get to the bottom of it. What is he doing? Leave him alone. Why are you interrogating this guy about a murder? I don't think you'd be a great cop, Annie. I'm not gonna lie. I think sometimes you have to dig a little deeper.
You don't really know what's happened, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the individual concern, but something's happened, and you're anxious about it. Your friends say to you, some people might accuse you of running away from your responsibilities. It's your house, and you've invited people to your party. Do you accept that that's what it was, that you were entirely irresponsible?
I was irresponsible at the time.
Irresponsible. You're right. Not responsible. I was not responsible for anything that happened.
Correct. Let's leave this interview here. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Leave the house.
I didn't think. I'm guilty of not thinking.
Again,
I didn't think.
It's almost like I wasn't in the right frame of mind to deal with a fatality.
I was impaired
at my house.
somehow.
Yeah, something was stopping me.
Along with somebody else suggesting what I do. What I should have done is stay down, sorted things out. But I was in no state. I was in no state to take control. I just couldn't believe what had happened.
you invited people to your house. It was your party. And when something terrible is happening in front of your eyes, even though it was suggested to you by other people, you leave your house. That is not responsible behaviour.
No, it's not at all. It's totally irresponsible.
Correct. What do you want me to say? I'm really, really, really super mega sorry.
Pretty much. I think that's the
hand
scenario.
Me, hand me a time machine and I will go back and I will stay there.
It's definitely one of those scenarios where you're kind of like, right, if he didn't do anything malicious, if the guy just died and he didn't kill him or whatever, it is one of those scenarios where you're like, I get it. I was really irresponsible and I did the wrong thing, and like I'm morally like irrepressible. I can't say the word, but bad. I'm bad. I should just said that. But there's nothing more I can do. I'm really sorry to the family, you know, that I didn't deal with it well, but that's it. Like, that's the end of it, unfortunately.
And I've got to live with that.
You do.
My bad. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Michael Barrymore headed off into the darkness.
London, you may have heard I'm moving.
Right, okay, so this is him later on, so we can move off this for a sec.
So
right,
is he,
okay, so...
Is he incarcerated? Or is he still a free man?
He's free. Yep. So that interview, I think, was from after he pretty much got exonerated, I think the word is. So people still think he did it. People still kind of hold him, I say, at fault for it. But it's one of those things where no one's got any proof, really. It happened at his place. There was 8 other people there who were all equally impaired. And it's just one of those things, you know, gay guys die in your pool sometimes. You've got to kind of just go with the swinger thing sometimes. So just from his interview, he was obviously very defensive, which I kind of get. But Annie, what's your initial thoughts on that? Do you think that's a guilty man there? Or do you think that's just someone who made bad choices?
He's guilty of making shitty decisions, and like, I mean, clearly he was high strung, and people are accusing you of being a murderer. If you did it, you're going to be nervous because you want to get away with it. If you didn't do it, you're nervous because people are accusing you of murdering somebody.
Okay. So
I'm
is
saying,
your gut saying
it wasn't
guilty?
a good interview.
Okay. All right. If you had to vote either way, though, what are you saying?
Based on the evidence, not guilty.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, cool. What about yourself, Hunter? What did you think of the actual interview? How did it strike you? Like how he interacted?
Guilty. I think he did it.
Really? Yeah, I'm with that as well. His persona as well is very he's a strange one. So he's very do you guys know who Steve
see, I
Coogan
didn't
is by any
grow
chance?
up with him, so this is my first time
No,
seeing
yeah,
him,
of
so I
course.
don't have this is the only context I have of it, but he didn't do himself any favors by going on there and saying, "Oh, yeah. Something happened and I left." You know, it's like well,
cool.
No, I got
empathy,
scared.
really.
I fled the scene, you know, like
but he's not
I was worried the person who murdered the guy and threw him in the pool was gonna get me, so I had to leave and go get high.
He didn't say any of that though, Annie. He was dragged over the coals.
I know,
and gave
exactly
right.
Like I'm filling in a lot of the gaps, making his story believable. He's just like, oh, no. Huh?
You have your story, I have mine.
Yeah, exactly. So do you either of you know a guy called Steve Coogan or Alan Partridge as a character you might know him as?
Nope.
No?
I think
okay.
Sounds
so
familiar.
He's a famous British comedian. He's in a lot of TV shows. And he apparently is very much like that as well in terms of you love him on screen. He seems like the most lovable person, really funny. But in person, he's a major dickhead. And I just think that's what this guy is as well. I'm not 100% sure if he's guilty. I'd probably err on the side of saying no, not guilty. But he just comes across as a selfish prick. And that doesn't mean you're a murderer, but it really doesn't help when you're trying to come across as innocent. His career was ruined. Like, no one touched him, obviously, after this. And he didn't need security at nightclubs anymore. This is just a little recap of him now. Yeah, that looks a little bit older. I'm not gonna lie, tiny bit older. He's got a YouTube channel. I don't think it's overly interesting, the YouTube channel, but I thought I'd just give us a little recap on what he's up to now before we tell him to bugger off.
Hey, what's that thing on his shirt? Is that a microphone?
Oh no, it's being recorded. He's being recorded. 1 second. Let's hear.
Into Spain, I am doing later in the year. I'm going to let this.
So it kind of cut a little bit weird there. He was saying he's moving to Spain, which is where all English people from Essex apparently move to when they retire because it's sunny, cheap beer, and there's no. Oh no, there is a lot of English people there now. Actually, never mind. It's kind of our retirement home in Europe. So.
Place. Also, you might have heard about Dave, my dog. Here he is. He's like 15. He's 100 and
Hi,
something
Dave,
now, and he's still hanging in there. And he hasn't got too long, but.
Oh, thank God you're dragging him to
what
Spain.
the fuck, bro?
That's foreboding right there.
Let's go for a swim.
Hey guys, look at this adorable animal. He's about to die. All right, well, enough of that.
I gotta order a cab first, and then.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I think he's trying to make it to Spain with me. So I thought I'd bring you up to date with what's going on in.
Shit, so he literally said, I'm moving to Spain soon. And he's like, this dog ain't going to make it. And then he literally doubles down and goes, He's trying to last that long. I might have to take him with me. It's like, fucking hell, you really don't want that dog with you. Jesus
my life.
Christ.
Lots of you have asked me what I've been doing over the last 20 years. Well, first thing I did over the last 20 years, or 20 years ago, was get myself well, you know. So I attended a meeting every week that I hosted. I was secretary of an AA meeting every Monday.
Oh, boaster. There you go. That's what you do when you're recovering. When you recover, you're like, I'm the leader of this recovery group. I help everyone. I'm the best.
In a place called the Boltons. People go, they've got problems with drink or drugs, and I helped as many as I could, and they helped me. And that got me sober. So I managed not all 20 years, I got 13 years. TikTok came along, and I thought...
3 great years.
TikTok came along, and I got smashed. I wonder if that's...
Give this a go. I give it a go, started with no followers, no blue tick, and 3 years later, we've got loads of followers, and
got more than Echo Pineapple, you do.
I'm having the time of my life. And then I started on YouTube. What else has happened? Vic gave me 3 months, about 3 years ago. So
right, okay, that makes a tiny bit more sense. He does seem a little bit annoyed that his dog isn't just going to die, though. He's Chadzu mocking this bit. Sorry, what are you saying, Hunter? I kind of spoke over you.
Oh, nothing. No, I was going to make a joke about that dog.
Anyway, down for a sec.
Okay.
I get lots of people saying to me, the ones that grew up with me, especially on TikTok, probably now on YouTube, saying, when are you going to be back on television? Well, that's never going to happen. I've got no intention to go back on television. I don't.
They've got if they point a camera at me, my bones will disintegrate.
I love people like Statter and John. You're never going to make it back like into the big time. And as much as a fuck up as he is, he didn't get accused of killing someone. That wasn't the thing that ended his career. He just kind of faded into obscurity. Whereas he's like, yeah, it's a little bit trickier to come back from that hiccup of being accused of being a murderer. Best of luck though, pal. Jesus Christ. Annie, you okay to stick around just for the little bit of the end? I think there's like a minute. Is that okay?
Yeah, unless you're kicking me out.
No. I realized it's been an hour and I've not even been like, you okay? You're right, sorry. Just like, you're my guest. You do what I say. You sit here and watch this British idiot.
Fortunately, I think it's just got into a terrible state. The best platforms today is TikTok and YouTube, and that's where I'm staying. So I'm happy here. If I was to have a 5-year plan, I would say I'd like to settle in Spain in somewhere nice house.
This dog has to die first.
Yeah, Hunter, exactly. I missed the timing because I went for a fucking drink. I wanted to be like, well, first my dog's gonna die.
Yeah. I also have a bit of gun. I've got a bit here. I'd like a bit more. I've really got into that lately, and making my own produce and cooking it. So I'd like the YouTube channel to be really up and running. It's doing well, and I'd like it obviously to be better. And the TikTok one,
sounds like
3.2 million.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go on my channel, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Stop
I
being
heard
such a
this.
desperate
Where have I heard this before?
Yeah, I know, right?
Reached today. I'm free to do what I want to do. So hopefully November's going to be the date that I'll actually start moving to Spain. Obviously, I'll vlog that all the way over, the whole journey. It'll take a couple of days to take the car down there.
Of course, obviously, if I lived that long.
He's driving. Yeah, or if my dog fucking doesn't.
Me and the dog are going swimming first.
Let's go for a doggy.
And also I'll be letting this place out. And when we get to Spain, I want to set a studio up there, obviously for TikTok, and use that as a base. And if I vlog everything, you should watch the whole journey all the way along, and I'm going to have a great time filming it all for you. Let's see how long this little fella hangs around.
Fucking hell.
All right. There you go. It's a bit wet.
All the blood leaking out of him.
I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern.
What I absolutely love with that is he mentioned, I know we made a joke about it, but he mentioned it like 4 times. He's like, this dog doesn't die by that. The dog's like, fuck off. That's not my fault. I'm not dying.
I'm gonna live for 40 more years to spite you. I'm gonna be the longest living dog just to make sure I live longer than your dumbass.
I should have downloaded the next video just in case he's like starts it really pissed off. He's like, dog's still here. Dog's doing fine.
I'm more interested in the dog at this point, so
yeah, me too.
I'm gonna subscribe just to follow the dog's journey. It doesn't seem long
what's
for this
amazing?
world.
You know what's amazing? We followed this story all the way through from him allegedly killing someone in his pool and essentially getting away with it. But the most interesting thing of that was the last 3 minutes where he's bitching.
Who knew
about
the
his dog
redemption
not
arc would be a
dying.
fucking dog?
Yeah, I know. It's brilliant. What a great ending. What a great ending. So we're going to go in a slightly different direction. Annie, I'm more than happy for you to stick around. I'd like your opinion on this if you're good to stay. We were talking
about McDonald's?
Mackie D's, yeah. So I was talking to Hunter and he was like, oh, fatty bum bum, fatty bum bum. And I was like, shut up, Hunter. And I said, oh, actually, McDonald's, that's a good idea. So I was wondering what the difference is between our McDonald's and your McDonald's, because it's pretty universal.
It started off with
McDonald's,
chicken.
Yeah.
It originally started off with KFC. When I said original or
yeah,
extra crispy, and you're like, I don't know what extra crispy is, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So.
Yeah, we don't have that as an option over here. You can't say I'd like it extra crispy. They just go, you want the crispiest bit? Okay, I'll look for you, I guess. But yeah, did you say it gets extra batter thrown on it or some shit, Hunter? What did you say?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Yeah, I kind of mumbled it.
No, I was
with the
distracted. Sorry.
No worries. What is extra crispy? Just if there's a few British people in it,
it's
because I would assume you just fry it longer.
It's KFC and they just double batter it, so it's just got an other extra layer of batter. It's
got you. Okay. No, that's
all
that's
trash.
All we need to know.
Do you want your trash fried or extra fried? You know, it's like.
Got you. No worries. So with regards to McDonald's, they're pretty much universal throughout, from what I can tell, but there are a few differences. The main difference I fucking found was with the drinks. So our drink options suck compared to yours, and yours are not overly crazy, but I'll bring it to stage. Give me a second. Okay, so just the basics on here. Can I hide that 1 second?
Sadly, that looks about right.
Yeah, so so we've got the normal, yeah. So double cheeseburger, everyone knows those. Chicken sandwich, like we call it a chicken sandwich. I'm sure you guys do as well. McDouble, so is that not just a double cheeseburger? What's the difference with that?
The difference between a McDouble and a double cheeseburger is the McDouble is slightly cheaper because it only has one piece of cheese instead of two.
Right. Okay. Then cheeseburger, hot and spicy McChicken. Okay, like we don't specifically have that, but that's fine. And then a double fillet of fish. Again, don't specifically have it, but I'm sure you could just ask for a fucking.
I've never seen that until recently when I opened that app.
Yeah,
so that was new to me.
Okay. So not available after midnight as well, because who the fuck wants that after midnight? I'll let it move on to the next page. Won't be a second. Brilliant. So spicy McCrispy, is that just a chicken sandwich with spicy sauce, essentially? Yeah.
The McCrispy is like a bigger chicken patty, whereas like the McChicken is like a frozen little patty they throw in the fryer, pull it out of the fryer, throw it on a sandwich. The McCrispy is like an actual piece of chicken.
Right. Okay. Bacon McDouble. Yeah, we have that. Double quarter pounder cheese. Yep, have that. Quarter pounder cheese. Yep. McCrispy. Did you say that's just a different type of chicken sandwich, essentially? Yeah.
It's just like the deluxe chicken. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And then a deluxe McCrispy. Yep, makes sense. Triple cheeseburger. We copied you guys. We eventually got that as well. I'm not sure they still do that actually, but they definitely did it for like a couple of years. Not that I know. I never got it. Triple cheeseburger and Big Mac. Yep. Classic. Okay. So let's have a look as it goes over. This is something that I was, I say annoyed at, because I'm obviously a fan of Krispy Kreme donuts. And do you have them in pretty much every McDonald's, or is that only specific stores?
I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen that.
Okay. Right.
It's not
right.
To my knowledge, it's not a universal thing.
Common thing.
Some areas have it, some don't.
Okay, so here you'll see some of the beverages to start with. Southern style sweet tea. Obviously, we don't have that. It's not a thing over here. But Coke, Sprite. Yeah. Let's let it go to the next page. Should let it go whilst I'm talking, but I'm never smart enough. So we don't have Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper would be awesome. What's High C Orange? Is it just fizzy?
Hold on.
orange?
Do you not have Dr. Pepper like at all, or do you not have like?
In our country, in our country we have it.
Oh, okay, just not at McDonald's. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a comparison of the two stores essentially. What's High C? Is that kind of like Fanta, like fizzy orange?
It's that juice.
It's not fizzy. It's more of a juicy drink.
It's a juice box,
sugary juicy drink.
Okay, and then obviously just diet iced tea, I guess that is. Diet that. Then hidden behind a QR code. Feel free to super tip if you like. Tell me what fat fuck I am for review McDonald's. Frozen Fanta, blue raspberry. Okay, so we don't have any of that kind of stuff. Wild cherry, and then just normal Fanta, which we have. That's fine. Again, forgot to let it play. Damn it, amateur hour here. And then this made me laugh. I guess this is supposed to be for kids, though, right? I looked at it. I said, if you fuckers have chocolate milk at McDonald's, it's not unhealthy enough without having the chocolate milk. And then you just got smoothies, frozen Coca-Cola. Does everyone have that? Is that an option at every McDonald's? Or is that?
Yeah, I think so. Specific? It's garbage, though.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so then we move over to the British one. A little bit anyway. So we have a McCrispy, so kind of same as you guys with barbecue. It's called a barbecue smokehouse though. So what we have every month at McDonald's, I'm sure you guys have it as well, is essentially kind of like just limited edition meals or whatever, or burgers, you know, and on a rotation, like the Big Tasty. Do you guys?
Sometimes they last longer than a month, but yeah,
like McRib, stuff like that, where it comes in and comes out. We also rotate
the LTO, the limited time only offers.
Got you. We also have a cheese side that rotates as well every time. So on this one, for example, I guess it was at the cheesy garlic bread dippers. What I didn't see on any of yours, and it might just be because you didn't have it, but was wraps. Do you guys? Is it not really a thing to have like chicken wraps?
A lot of McDonald's have discontinued their wraps. I don't think like any of them do it anymore, really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I guess it's just not as popular. You see some stuff here. I don't really. This page was a bad example because it has like an apple cake McFlurry that I've not even seen. I guess it's limited edition for Minecraft or some shit. But we also have different types of apple pies. Do you guys have apple pies? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a staple of McDonald's. Is their little apple pies.
Okay.
Now,
I thought so.
They don't always have the different flavors, but they always have like the regular apple pie for like $1.
The standard,
like that.
Does it always burn the roof of your mouth? Is it always like
yeah, because it's like 980 degrees.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Fair enough. So this first page wasn't a great one, but it moves on to just the generics. Right. So yeah, here's our generic. So we've got a limited time release, like you said, the Philly cheese stack, crispy barbecue smokehouse, and then our normal ones apparently McSpicy, McPlant. So for you dirty vegans,
the McPlant.
Big Mac.
That's insane. That is not a good name.
Someone in marketing just gave up and said, "I don't know, McPlant." Fuck
Who cares? How many of these people are going there anyway? So quarter pounder, double quarter pounder, and fillet of fish.
Between McPlant or McShit, folks.
Both taste the same. And then we have these little share boxes. So like you guys, what's your portion of nuggets though? So we have 6, 9, 20. Is that pretty much the same with you guys?
I think there's a 3, 10, a 3 for like babies. There's 3, 6, 9. Sometimes there's a 10. I don't know why you would get the 9 and not the 10 if the 10 comes to the drink, but that's whatever. Anyway, and then there's 20. Sometimes there's 40. Sometimes there's 50 if they're running like deals on it.
Really? Wow.
I've seen 40 in my area.
Biggest I've seen is 20 here. So we're still
I
think
OG Mumbling Nick is right. That's the standard size. 4, 6, 9, 20.
So here because I thought you guys didn't do wraps or not. We apparently love wraps. So we got a limited time one, katsu chicken, sweet chili, Caesar bacon. So that's a new one as well, to be fair. Barbecue and bacon. and then the muck wrap, the muck plant wrap, they should have called that one, the spicy veggie one at the bottom, which is no one likes either, which is great. Fuck me. So yeah,
where's the cock meat sandwiches?
No cock meat sandwiches, unfortunately. This is a redundant one, which is fine. Shouldn't have had that on. Already covered it. So this is our dessert share. This is what we have. So we have standard flurries. Apparently we have Oreo, Smarties, and Malteser. So they're the basic ones. And then we have a limited time.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't really describe it. The apple cake one, I guess, is for Minecraft, like I say, but normally we have a cream egg one around this time of year, which is banging, which is really good. And then, yeah, just little bakery bits like sugar donut, cookie, all that shit. Let's get past this page. And then I think it just ends with the drinks. Here you go. Yeah, so standard. I'm not even going to pause it. Standard drinks, Coke, Sprite, Fanta. We have milkshakes. I didn't see milkshakes on your page. I guess maybe I just missed the page, but I assume you have milkshakes and
there's milkshakes.
Generic flavors like this: vanilla, banana, strawberry, chocolate, or any different.
I've never seen
we don't have banana.
You've never seen banana? Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough. I thought that was kind of
other restaurants do banana, not McDonald's though. Not really.
Not McDonald's. Okay, fair enough. And we do the frozen drinks as well. They're pretty new though. Like I say that they've been around 10 years plus, I guess. But I mean, in terms of, mango and pineapple smoothie. I know you guys did that. Caramel ice frap, all that shit, just to try to steal a bit of money back from, fucking Starbucks and that, I guess. You see here at the, I fucking missed it somehow. You mother cunt. Sorry. Iron Brew, so that's a Scottish one. They definitely do not sell that in any places apart from in Scotland. If you ever have tried Iron Brew, let us know in chat, because Iron Brew is actually pretty decent, but you'd never fucking drink it anywhere apart from Scotland. And here you go. This is our sides. I didn't really properly see the sides that you have, but we have fries, and then you can have a side salad, apples or carrot sticks. So I assume most of you fuckers, do you have any other options like to replace the fries, or is that pretty much it?
Apple
like fries
slices.
Bullshit. Yeah, same kind
I
of
don't
shit.
think we have the carrot sticks.
Yeah, no carrots.
No, fair enough. Brilliant.
That's too healthy.
So what? Yeah, for sure. Oh, I did think it's a bit weird. What I've got to play, and then we can kind of do our own version, I guess, is a little video. It's a long fucking video, but we're not going to play all of it. Of a guy who went to McDonald's for 24 hours and he was trying to eat something different, or near enough something different every hour throughout the 24 hours.
Is this Cupcake's latest video?
Yeah, American Cupcake, mate. Go get an American Cupcake t-shirt, and let's throw this on the stage.
Down to McDonald's and thought, wow.
I was kind of cutting off before he said, and wow. I was going to say, yes, I'll be in at McDonald's. Next question.
Oh, this place.
No, I'm going to pause it
This
more.
is so good. I'd like to eat here every hour for the next 24 hours. No? Just me? Well, maybe after seeing me do it in today's video, you'll want to as well. Just kidding. You're going to see how much I fucking hate myself for even thinking this was a good idea. As I drive to a 24-hour McDonald's, let's talk.
Yeah, for sure. But
like if all I had to do was order 24 meals from McDonald's and eat one of them every hour, and I could do it at home, no problem.
He kind of does that, not from home, but he goes drive-through and he goes. I thought he was going to stay in there for 24 hours. I think I would have preferred that video, just seeing him lose his mind as these people go in and go out from their shifts. But yeah, remember, guys, we are unfortunately at the start of the new month, so the grift starts again. We do need to fill up the pineapple. Oh, fuck me, Josie. It worked. I'm saying it now. We need to fill up the pineapple. 5 more gifted memberships would be appreciated if possible. If not, super tip top right is always fun. Let's get back to the video.
Talk about the 3 rules for today's challenge. First, I have to get a food item every hour of this 24-hour challenge. I can't just get a drink and call it a day. That's not fair. Second, I can't have the same food item in consecutive hours. So if I get a hash brown 1 hour, can't have it the next hour. And third, if I skip an hour of eating, even by a minute, the challenge is over and it's a failure. Which honestly wouldn't be a bad thing because this is gonna fucking suck. Please do not try this at home. I am a professional dumbass. And just
don't try to eat McDonald's. Whatever you do.
We need to get that bit clipped and just put it whenever I say something stupid. I'm a professional dumbass. Right. So we're going to watch a little bit of it, not too much, and then say our strategies on what we would do, because I reckon 24 hours McDonald's, I could do that. I could do that without even trying, I reckon. Hunter, do you know how I got to be 600 pounds? It wasn't by giving up. And American Cupcake, thank you very much, my friend. That's very kind of you for the 5 gifts.
Core Blimey, 5 gifted memberships.
Core Blimey. Make sure you do follow American Cupcake. He is a good egg. And he has got some great t-shirts that I've bought, and I will be showing once they turn up. Let's fill up the pineapple.
Well, in answer to your question, the reason you got so big is from only what you told me, and I hope I'm not breaking confidence, is when your rascal scooter broke down.
Yes,
and you were forced to work at home, and you ordered food out a lot, and you ballooned from like 14 stone to 20 stone pretty quickly, and that just spiraled. So
they were the good old days. They were the good old days. But let's not forget as well, you gotta have a little bit of jizz. There we go. Perfect. Okay, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. I guess I can get rid of the pineapple now. If only that was that easy to get rid of me. Let's play a bit more.
To show how professional of a dumbass I am, I went to the wrong McDonald's location.
Okay, so I really fucked up.
Bill decided to join me for hour 1 and went to the right location because he knows how addresses work. So in hour 1, I got my staple, a double quarter pounder with cheese, medium fries, and a Coke. Their ordering system was down, and everybody was complaining about it. Not me, though. I'm going to complain.
So tactically, do you think that's a good idea? You've got to be there for 24 hours. Your first thing is, I don't know, maybe to get an actual meal. I probably would have gone in. No, yeah, I don't think I would have. I would have tried to make myself deliberately hungry still. Like get a small fries and be like, okay, that wasn't very nice. You know, that's a bit boring. But we'll let it play through. Sorry.
Later. So we finally got our food after waiting for a long time. The meal was an absolute banger as always. And in hindsight, maybe it was a stupid decision to fill myself up right away, since this is a marathon and not a sprint.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you think about it, this challenge is quite literally the opposite of both a marathon and a sprint. And since the food in hour 1 took so long to get, I had to get right back in line at the drive-thru for hour 2. For this hour, I just got a 4-piece of chicken McNugget.
Idiot.
See, you didn't say you do 4 pieces of chicken nuggets. You didn't let me know. You said 3. Oh my God, as if it's 4. See, we have that. You guys have Happy Meals, right?
Yes.
Yes.
For kids. What are your options with Happy Meals? So here, I think they're
for people.
No, you don't. What? Well, I guess you could buy them as. Okay, all right.
They're for people.
All right, okay. You can get 4 nuggets. You can get, I think, 3 fish fingers. You can get a hamburger or a cheeseburger, and I think it used to be like a little mini chicken wrap, or like maybe veggie dippers or something.
Yours sound way better.
Is that? What's yours? What's the options?
It's basically cheeseburger or chicken nuggets. That's like basically
All right, okay. Fair enough. Okay, cool. We care a little bit more about our kids than I guess.
It's because I wasn't that hungry currently. And yes, even I don't be hungry sometimes. I went through the drive-thru to test if it was faster than ordering inside. And also, since different McDonald's employees run the counter and the drive-thru, I wanted to mix it up so that none of them thought I was a crazy person. Or I should say, find out I'm a crazy person.
You're not a fan of this guy?
I hate these videos. They make it sound like they're under obligation to be there, and they just complain about shit. It's like, you're choosing to do this, dick. Fuck off.
Yeah, that is a good point. The stream is so
and also
hard.
trying to pretend like you're not.
Yeah,
whatever.
Just go in and do it. The ordering system was down. Oh, how'd that affect your appetite? Like, fuck it.
Also, he's got another guy with him. I don't understand how they were kind of like, oh, you know what really is going to be hard for us is to order a meal every hour. You could literally have that guy queue up straight away afterwards if it's that busy. You better not have kicked him then.
I didn't do a fucking thing.
All right, okay. All right, mate. All right, okay, cool. I was just double checking.
I put on my McApron, went to McTown, and I was thinking to myself, McDonald's chicken McNuggets are some of the best in the game. Not gonna lie.
McDonald's chicken McNuggets are some of the best in the game. Not gonna lie.
One thing I also just realized today.
There you go. All right. I heard you say that's true. Okay, so would you say out of any place that's like fast food, you would get nuggets from McDonald's? Is that the go-to? If you wanted nuggets?
Would I get them? No, because I'm a cheap fuck. I will always go to Burger King because Burger King.
No, if someone's paying, if someone's paying, and they're like, I'm getting you nuggets. That's the end of it. Where do you want them from?
Yeah, probably McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Hannah? If you're a fan of the nugs.
If I was to eat fast food, it'd be Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Did they do nuggets today? I know they do chicken, but I know they have a very small menu, don't they? Like
I've never had Chick-fil-A, so I don't know. That wasn't one of my options.
No, that's fine. I've had Chick-fil-A when I was in Vegas, I think.
Today is if I'm gonna go to the bathroom, it's gonna be in this McDonald's bathroom. That bathroom is like the love child of a nuclear power plant and an active volcano. It was disgusting. Was that a good one? After hastily editing a TikTok video on my truck because
that is terrible.
I had no other choice. I went back to the drive-through 4 hour.
I'm gonna commit suicide.
Speaking of suicide,
so annoying. For my
I don't know.
meal,
Maybe you should get a good phone holder, you idiot, or duct tape it to the window like Opie.
For sure. What are you saying, Hannah?
Oh, nothing. Carry on.
Filet fish sandwich. Since having fish from a fast food restaurant in North Ridgeville, Ohio, sounds much better to do earlier in the day than later.
Might have been a real risky move to get.
Oh my fucking god, that's disgusting. Right, quickly, what's your guilt? There you go, fucking Frank. Perfect. Makes sense. You can order one of them as well. They're called a McVegan burger or whatever the fuck it's called, McPlant. I was gonna say, what's your guilty pleasure from like McDonald's in terms of you wouldn't really want to pay for it, but sometimes you're just like, fuck it, I'll get one. I wouldn't really want it as a meal, but sometimes so a fillet of fish for me, I will get one of those every so often.
A double fillet of fish with bacon.
Wow. Okay.
Big Mac.
And if you ate fast food, Big Mac. Okay, cool. Nice
one of these in hour 3, but good, I'm gonna have future diarrhea anyways. Haven't gotten sick of it yet. I have a feeling that will happen at some point.
Yeah, hi, it's me from the future. It will happen, and it will happen extremely badly. Okay, back to the video. I was feeling pretty good in hour 3. However, I obviously still had 21 more hours to go, and a lot could happen and will happen. And
so I'm probably being a bit too harsh on a clip where it's done very well. He's got like 700,000 followers and what have you. And this
people are fat as fuck, views. And they can't always eat, so they want to watch other people eat.
Yeah, for sure. But also, he's literally kind of cheating. I would be like, you have to stay in at McDonald's for 24 hours. If you want anything to drink, you have to have a drink from McDonald's. If you want anything to eat, it has to be from McDonald's. I think the fact he's in his car, he's like probably got like a Monster open next to him or some shit as well. Cheat.
I was anxious.
What's that?
You're starting to sound like Rochi, all conspiratorial.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, sorry about that.
At this point, I don't know if I'm going to continue doing those. That really wasn't that good. But for now, in hour 4, I decided to get some more work done, aka taking a BuzzFeed quiz to figure out what kind of hot dog I am. In case you were wondering, they said I was a homemade hot dog. I don't even know what that means. For this meal, I got a McDouble and a medium McCafe.
He's a homemade hot dog.
No, I don't have a phone. Could I get a McDouble, a medium McCafe?
Wait, did they not let you record? Is it because you're probably one of those idiots that's going to throw a drink at him after you buy him?
No, you can.
I see those clips. They're horrible.
It's just you're a cunt if you do. You can though.
Oh god, yeah. I hate those videos where you see people fucking throwing drinks at people who work in fast food. That's pretty shitty.
Those people get a one-way ticket to hell.
Like literally fast food workers working a dreadful job, and you're like, I'm gonna make your life a misery.
What do you want from McCafe? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get it caramel?
Of course, my dumbass thought that a McCafe was a drink. For context.
See, my wife doesn't believe me that you guys pronounce caramel as caramel. And I always say
it's a regional thing.
Caramel.
It's a regional thing.
Right, okay. And she never fucking believes me. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like I grew up calling it caramel until I realized that there was a second A in there, and I was like, oh, it's caramel. Or even if you want to stretch it, it's caramel. Caramel.
Yeah,
you
if you're
call
gonna
it caramel,
say it,
you have to caramel.
That's like going to Starbucks and asking them, could I have a Starbucks? The McDouble was McBangin'. Okay, that was a good adjective. I'm back. But I was shocked to see it was $3. And I'm sorry for complaining, but weren't McDoubles like $1 a couple of years ago? Am I turning into a boomer? Also, at the end of the video,
Right. So this is a very common argument everyone has since we've all run out of money, apparently, over the last 5 years. Everything has got more expensive. I think we just got to get over it. Unfortunately, get over it. Your eggs cost $20 for a pack of 12. Okay. Just it's gonna.
I'm gonna show you how much I spent from this eating challenge because my failures can be your entertainment. As much as I was dreading being in the McDonald's parking lot going on a 5th hour, I didn't really have much.
You know what is mad about this? I just realized this guy probably made a fortune from this video, and his outlay on it was a day of his time, maybe paying that guy to record him for an hour. I don't know why he did that. And how much do you think he spent? Like $120? Like 150? Like 150 for 24 separate meals? Like, and they're not all full meals either, are they?
Yeah, some of them are like value items. Like the last time he got a nugget, then he got a this, and then he got a burger.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I guess probably under $200. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Let's put the ceiling at 200. Yeah. So for $200, he made a fortune. Go on.
And you could write off the taxes on it because it's a video.
Much of a choice. Also, I just finished my food like 5 minutes ago, and I have 10 minutes until like the top of the hour. So I already had to go back to eat for hour 5. I mixed it up. Oh, that was a good one. And went inside because the employees working the drive-thru gave me some weird looks. They actually didn't do this. I made this entirely up for the plot to thicken.
Of course, I just got a McChicken for fuck that you exist.
and also, there's probably at least like 5 to 6 people
especially
that
since
come in
he's not
every
sitting
day
inside.
doing that. Yeah,
if you've been sitting inside for 5 hours, they would walk. They would look up. They would be like, "Ugh, what? Are you just coming up here on the hour, every hour, and just ordering food?" Ugh, then they would get annoyed with you. But you're in the drive-thru. They don't recognize you unless you're being extra and saying like a scripted greet. Man, like I'm glad he admitted. Oh, no, I just made that up. No, of course you made that up. Nobody gives a fuck about you, dude.
Also, it would be quite funny though that when someone finishes their like 8-hour shift or whatever, and they're talking to someone as they're leaving, they're like, "Yeah, this guy's been recording himself and just buying stuff every hour." You would definitely be talking mad shit about this guy the whole day just to get you by.
For sure.
Yeah.
Or 5, which was also around $3. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was so expensive here.
Oh my god!
I hate myself. And after taking a little bit longer to inhale some of that juicy meat,
it's down to you what you say. It's 100% down to you what you say. It's your video.
I started to say to myself, I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get to me right now.
I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get to me right now.
In hour 5, my friends would be so ashamed seeing me do this if only they actually watched my YouTube
pussy
videos.
boy.
Arizona, I know you're not watching this, but you still will send me 7 TikToks a day. In hour 6, I just got a small fry and a medium Coke because health and wellness is my middle name. It's actually
Why are you
Leon.
chugging all this soda?
Oh, I'd definitely be. I'll be drinking non-stop because if you gotta stay around there, I would get a drink every other hour. I think. Pretty bad.
Professional dumbass, and that's exactly what I felt like right now. Also, if you want one of these professional dumbass shirts, they come in a bajillion cool colors. You can get it at
Nothing's worse than your puns, Nick.
Yacht.com. It's a great way for yourself to set the bar low.
I love that I paused the advert that he's got in the video instead of muting it.
Person
What an
isn't
idiot.
as stupid as I once thought they were. I have 18 more hours to do this, and I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna do it. That's right. A quarter of the way in, I already thought about quitting. So I decided to take a nap so that I could dream about leaving this.
Right, so how many hours is he in and he's having a sleep? I guess
6.
if you eat a lot, you might get tired. You might get tired if you've got a full stomach. But
yeah, that's a lot of calories. Like he should be taking laps around the McDonald's. He should be jogging.
To counteract
parking lot, but you know, when you're 6'6" and paranoid, it's hard to sleep in a car, so I didn't. At hour 7, I was told by a couple friends to get the collector's meal, where I could get a collector's cup from 6 options. I wanted to get the Shrek cup because Shrek is my spirit ogre. But the McDonald's employee told me that
he could have.
He can get all of them.
Yeah, literally. He literally could get,
He can get 2 sets.
meals throughout the day. Could have got 4 if
the cups were sold out, but that they would be here Friday.
I won't be here on Friday. I'll probably be in a ditch, so.
Fingers crossed.
They're lying.
Right, Hunter, do you want to prepare us for what's going to come up?
Yeah, are we going to include him in along with this? What we're watching?
Yeah, we're not going to keep going too much.
All right, Eckel, do you know what a skin tag is?
Yes, I know what a skin tag is. Yes, it's
it?
something that it's a little bit of skin that's kind of protrudes from your other bit of skin, and you should get rid of them. I think.
Yeah, it's a benign growth.
They don't look very nice.
Yeah, it's a benign growth that hangs from the
actual,
skin.
yeah, sorry.
Harmless, painless. Okay, well, our next guest is the human skin tag of the Dabbleverse. Welcome, Shmuel Buckman.
Jesus Christ!
What did I do now aside from looking very red?
Exist.
There you go. There you go.
That's my biggest problem. Hi, Annie.
Hello, Shmuel. Good to see you again.
We met in DabbleCon.
God, get a room. Jesus.
Are you going to DabbleCon 3 if it happens?
If it's not ruined by Dabble House, yeah, probably.
What do you mean ruined? There's enough stuttering John to go around.
I hope so. I'll go in Hackmania first. I got to do one thing at a time.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm committing to this year is going to Hackmania.
And I'm not. I will go back to Rochester, but I will not go to Vegas again.
Wait, so you're both going to Hackmania? I know Annie is, but you're going to Hackmania as well, Shmuel?
I am too.
Okay, cool. Okay, good.
Andy, right, one day I'll ask you a question about why I'm so red on this camera, but go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were just using your KB lighting.
Let me see. Oh, I got. You got me.
No, I can't be bothered. Shmuel, I'm sure you're going to be on the screen at some point if I can work it out.
It's all good. Nobody needs.
You can drag him to the top.
No, I don't need him in the top. I just need him. I guess he could. 1 second on the sly.
Do your fans a favor and put me behind the QR code.
I've nearly got it sussed. 1 second. I will put us up just in case we get any chats that come up or any super tips, just so Shmuel's not annoying everyone. Here we go. He's on the screen. He's on the screen, people. Right. So Shmuel, we've been discussing fast food, and we're watching this idiot over here eat 24 different things. 1 sec. Just when I thought joking. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate the feedback as always. 24 different items over 24 hours at McDonald's. So far, he's done 6, and he's looking to fall asleep. Is that right, Annie? Is that pretty much the gist that he's trying to have a nap?
He was trying to, but he says something about he's too tall and paranoid, so he can't sleep in the parking lot.
So I'm sure you can relate to that, Shmuel. Let's get back onto it. We can have a little chat in a bit, Shmuel, but I thought we'd just play a little bit more of this just to wrap up.
That's a bummer.
So for now, I just got a 10-piece chicken McNugget meal and a medium iced caramel latte. It's not called a McCafe, you guys. I found out the hard way. Also, this was the first time
No,
one of the workers
McCafe
recognized
is the
I was coming here a bunch.
Are you doing a food review or something, man? I'm eating here every hour for 24 hours for a challenge video, like a social media project. I swear to God. That's awesome. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That's awesome, dude.
That's so cool. You know what I do? I work here every day, and I have 2 meals here every day, and that's not even a challenge. So yeah, very cool.
The worker recognized me as well.
You enjoying yourself?
I'm trying.
So I'm looking forward to getting arrested, I guess. It was starting to get really...
None of that clip showed her.
That's not how business works.
None of that clip showed him recognizing you. That person didn't go, "Oh my God, you're that person from that channel." She just said, "Are you enjoying yourself?"
Yeah.
We don't want you to come back and buy more product.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Blue Sky, exactly. That was taken off.
Well, the employees don't,
my
because
liking.
that doesn't actually pay their paycheck.
For sure, yeah, they don't give a
really cold out, and I was freezing my McBalls off until I looked at my weather app and realized it was just 65 degrees, and I was being a little dramatic, per usual. At this point, I was so tired of being in this parking lot, I really just wanted to leave, and I couldn't. But that's when I realized, wait, I can't. I don't have to be at that McDonald's until all the other locations are closed, because there is a McDonald's that is very, very close to where I live. So why don't I just go to that McDonald's, and then I could go to the 24-hour McDonald's later
Almost
tonight.
like this guy is retarded and did all this for engagement.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, I'm going to go to this McDonald's because there's a 24-hour one. And it's like, are you going to stay inside? No. So you're going to be outside most time? Yeah, probably. So just stay at the local one and then drive to that one when it closes. Brilliant. Well, at least he realized halfway through, eh? Smart.
Why this stupid? I went on a 3.5-mile walk, and it was great to get some fresh air that didn't smell.
I think he's a little bit of a bragger. This
Finally
guy.
burning some calories, too.
Yeah, Friday out, he's like, I'm 6'6". Within the hour, I blasted through a 3.5-mile walk. It's like, okay, all right, fair enough.
Smell like fried food.
God, it feels so much better. It feels so good.
Wow, I think someone accidentally switched the people on the screen.
Good fresh air.
So for hour 8, I was actually excited to go to the McDonald's closest to me. I came up with the most genius loophole to help me do that. I would go to McDonald's at the end of 1 hour and the beginning of the next so that I could go back to my apartment and sleep. I wouldn't be able to do this later.
So again, so obsessed.
Why
with
can't
sleeping.
you just... Well, it also does...
Fucking idiot.
Tonight back at the 24-hour
Why can't you
McDonald's,
just go to
so
the
I made
same McDonald's before the hour and on the hour? And why aren't both of them the local McDonald's?
It doesn't feel like it's in the spirit of the game either. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, he's cheating.
now. This McDonald's didn't have the collector's meal either, so instead I got a hot fudge sundae. Why do I keep doing these things to myself? You might as well call me Dear Maria, count me in at this point, because I was feeling all-time...
All right, no. Can't do it anymore. Right, let's get this guy off the stage. So I enjoyed the premise, maybe not the execution.
Thank God he's dead now.
Yeah, he died at the 20th hour. He had just one too many chicken nugget. Apparently there is a limit. Who knew? Right,
But I am always surprised at tall, thin guys that can go to McDonald's like for 24 hours. You know.
Yeah, but well, I don't know any that go for 24 hours. That's the first guy I've seen do it.
24. Was it 24 items in 24 hours? That's like a one-card visit.
There you go. Shots fired. Shots fired by Shmuel Buckman. Jesus Christ. Right. So you two met in, was it DabbleCon or was it Hackamania?
DabbleCon 2.
DabbleCon
2. Okay, and ever since close, best friends, you know, like every day texting each other, always catch up with each other, and you're both going to Hackamania 2, the return of the hack.
Back to the hack.
Back to the hack. That's one. Yeah,
We became friends on Discord immediately following DabbleCon 2 and have never spoken to each other again.
Yep, that's how you speak to friends. Never. Takes two to tango. Come on, Shmuel. Got to reach out and be interesting. So you can do at least one of those.
I can do the first part, not the second.
Okay, I'll do all the interesting stuff.
yeah, for sure. So you alluded to this earlier, Shmuel Buckman, that you're not overly impressed with the idea of Dabble House. Is that what it's called, Annie? Double House?
It's too close to Hackamania, and
right.
the bloom is off the Stuttering John Rose, and no matter how much they try to burnish it, it doesn't work. It's not there, and and then just personally, the secretly recording John the other night, I don't know, made me feel a little creepy.
Yeah, it is getting a tiny bit old, especially when you get people like the beloved what's his name, Clearwater Chad, also getting in on it and recording everything. It just makes you think, all right, we kind of said to him that we're happy enough for him to go. Like, if you want to go, no one's going to chase you, no one's going to try to get you back, we can do fine without you. And then it kind of seems like we're going, oh, no, we can't actually do anything without you. Please give us any content we can get from you whilst we chase you around until you become a hermit.
Well, the best part of that was John didn't know who he was. John had been talking to him for about 10 minutes, and when he asked him his name, and Clearwater said, "I'm Clearwater Chad," John had no idea. So he might have made an impact on us, but not John.
I don't think that's true, Shmuel. That can't be right. He knows who Clearwater Chad is. Clearwater Chad was on his show, right? Quite a few times.
Do you think John
to play devil's advocate? Yeah, I think when John's on StreamYard, he just looks at his own little box the entire time. I think he just watches his own face.
But I swear I heard in one of the clips that he was saying, "Oh yeah, well you've turned on me as well, then have you? You fat fuck." So
he realized him later on. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't know who Clearwater Chad is. He didn't know who Clearwater.
He didn't recognize him.
When he saw him, he didn't recognize him, and he talked to him for a while.
Right, that's vastly different. And okay, fair enough. That makes
no more rules. No one.
Yeah, no more rules apply. So Annie, do you have any view on the recording of John? Like any objections with it? Do you think like it's fair game? Does it sit well with you? Leading the witness.
If it was anyone else, I'd be like, just leave it be. It's whatever. But John is such a special exception on most things because he's such a genuinely horrible person. And I feel like he still has a lot of this coming if you believe in karma or like justice or, what, like the balancing of the scales or anything like that. Like, sure, record John. I don't give a fuck. John's a scumbag. But I realize that that's a biased decision because I hate John. If people went and did that to Ray DeVito, it'd be like, well, I mean, leave Ray alone. You don't need to go like trick him and like record him and make him say stupid stuff. He's gonna do all that by himself. Leave him alone.
Yeah. So essentially, you're saying he's built up enough points for you to kind of go, I'm gonna let it slide. It's not gonna bother me just yet. Fair enough. What about yourself, Shmuel?
I don't know. I don't know how I felt about. Listen, the Poppy thing being standing for the people of Ukraine is probably one of the funniest things I've heard. So I laugh. Annie is correct in all the John in what she says about John. I just wonder, like, who's next to be recorded secretly? I found myself like in DMs not wanting to say things, and they're not even that bad. But taken out of context, they could be.
It is an interesting point that I've not really considered. When people are going to go to like Hackamania, or maybe like if there is a DabbleCon free or what have you, people are going to be fucking with people. People are going to be like, I'm just going to have this recorded the whole time, just in case someone says something I can kind of make a bit of like gossip over, and that's going to ruin it for a lot of people, I'm guessing, because you get to go. I assume I've not been, but I assume you get to go have fun. You get to meet people. You kind of have a good time. These people can, relate with you, kind of.
I mean, can we tell the people here the only reason why I'm on the show is all the shitty DMs you sent me about Rochi that I'm holding hostage?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. We're very much in a period of time where I thought we were getting away from like the doxing stuff, the reporting people stuff. I was hoping we would get to the next, evolution of it. But I think it's actually, unfortunately, going on to the secretly recording people's stuff, selling everyone down the river kind of stuff. Yeah,
well, you know, according to what I was told, Chad tried to get John's show canceled last week. Called
again,
called
really...
the owner. You can put it on me that I'm saying it, but
you are saying it. Yeah,
I believe it to be true, because of the people who told me.
Allegations from Shmuel Buckman here, blaming poor Chad of getting a show that didn't get cancelled for stuttering John.
The more interesting news, though, Eckle, I'm sorry to interrupt. The more interesting news was, though, the club was very happy with John and John's show.
Yes. Well, there you go, John. You brought people in. They drunk. They scold. You can't really complain.
They spent...
Right. For sure. Talking about spent, I think I'm potentially spent. Unless there's anything specific, Shmuel, you'd like to bring up and go over. We've kind of had a long little look at Michael Barrymore, the most popular TV host / killer in the UK. And we've also talked about fast food, which made me a little bit hungry, I'm not going to lie. Is there anything coming up for you? I know you're lamenting the death of the Dabbleverse at the moment quite a lot in your show. No, come on, let him say
about
it.
7.
Sorry.
No, I do think, look, I think it's running its course. I think guys like Carl will be fine. They've got enough stuff.
Sure.
But some of the other people, you know, I mean, I stream to 15 people, so it's inconsequential to me. So, but just in general, I don't watch shows like I used to. I hardly ever watch Brennan. I barely watch the Shuley stuff, you know, and you guys make Joey C interesting. He wouldn't be interesting on his own.
That's true.
And of course, the steel toe stuff is coming up. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
What do we think about this Michael Ray Bauer being brought into the Dabbleverse?
Bringing himself into the Dabbleverse. I think he's a welcome addition. He seemed pretty likable for what I watched. In terms of he's not a carbon copy of anyone that we've already got. You know, he's a nice rotation to put with the Rays and Chads and such of the world. I don't know. I hope it's not too toxic for him, I guess, because I'm a softie, really, when it comes to it. But I think he gets trolled anyway, and he seems quite aware that people will fuck with him. And that's as long as he's got thick enough skin. Looks like he has. Looks like a carbon copy of our friend Robbie from Aussie Guys show. But yeah, no, I'm happy. Honestly, I'm happy for more people to join or to start doing stuff. The more, the merrier. You know, can't carry it myself with these 30 people watching, can I? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I just felt like, I don't know. I'm always nervous about picking on the retard kind of thing. And I don't know whether he's got like real mental problems, but
Annie,
like, I don't know. You know, I never know with these people what's an act and what's real, right?
Right. Okay. So I do know that Melton. Sorry, Annie. I was going to let you talk, but I'm just going to set it up a tiny bit because you trod all over me. With Melton, he's the one who pretty much covered him in terms of Dabbleverse right before, like in terms of why we would have attention on him. Would that be fair? Would you say, Annie?
Yes.
Yeah, unless you, for some reason, are a huge fan of this guy for all of his weird acting roles, and you just happen to have been following his YouTube channel, which the chances of that are astronomical. So most likely, yeah, you know about him because of Melton.
Okay, cool. And Hunter, you got any opinion on Donkey Lips joining Dabbleverse?
He's not cut out for this. He won't last long.
No. Okay. And you kind of share that opinion as well, Annie, yeah? Like, it's not going to be a long stay.
It's going to have to... He doesn't trust anyone, so the problem is he would need somebody in his corner that could help, like, talk him down from the ledge. But the problem is he doesn't trust anybody, and like Hunter says, he's just not cut out for it. He's gonna do a couple. He's gonna get bullied. He's gonna be sitting in his bathroom crying over his tacos on the toilet, and he's gonna be like, "Why am I here?"
If they throw money at him, do you think that'll change?
Maybe.
I mean, he does need money.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just gonna pause just for a second. We have got a super tip, which is at top right or pinned if you want to send a message in or have a funny voice say something racist. Oh, it's so funny. We've got Cupcakes Corner. Thank you, pal. How soon before Joey C starts talking about Michael Ray Bow or tries to get him on the show? Well, yeah. You notice I was actually going to start talking about that in regards to the.
I too am fat. I'm 50.
Oh, just revealed a secret there. There you go. You got that one for free, guys. Let me put my little camera back on. Sorry about that. Disappeared. Tom Myers. Have you noticed that he's trying to get into the Dabbleverse? He's paying close attention to our friend Steeltop.
That's so weird.
He's trying his best. Yeah. What, him trying to force his way in or what?
Yeah, him trying to be a content creator in the Dabbleverse is so weird because he's always just been like somebody we point and laugh at.
And now he's like, no, I want in. Go on.
He thinks he's a true comedian, though. I mean, he really thinks he's a talent.
Yeah, he does.
I've watched him and GD Fenderson talk, and it's just like inside the actor's studio, but with two A-list actors discussing their craft.
Oh. Yeah, so I'm a massive fan of Tom Myers. I'm not going to lie. He is a one in a generation talent, and I think we should all welcome him into the Dabbleverse. I, for one, would love to see him on Joey Catalano's show, battling it out. I think that's maybe more your level. I wouldn't kind of go after Steeltop. I think he's got bigger fish to fry. You're too easy a win for him. I think leave Steeltop to Melton, and you know.
Is the Steeltop stuff coming to a head? Do you think?
What do you mean? What, the court stuff, or do you mean the attention?
Just in general, like, are we going to be, once this court stuff is done, are we going to be as interested in it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Annie.
I mean, maybe, but like, I think Steeltop, like, is somebody who like enjoys people who talk about him, but not him. I think Steeltoe's like just permanently in limbo. Somebody said it really well, that he's just constantly focused on this moment right now, and this moment is the only reality that exists. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't matter. It's right now, right now, right now, right now. And well, yeah, I mean, I'll say whatever I need to right this second, but tomorrow I'll say I didn't say that, and it just gets. For me, it just gets so boring because he's just constantly saying the same thing over and over. And as soon as the court stuff is over, it'll be like, I mean, unless you start like punching Slam Piece on air, there's not much to talk about.
So I personally think with Steeltop, I'm trying to kind of correlate him with Stuttering John. So obviously, people aren't as interested in Steeltop as at the peak they were in Stuttering John, but it's relatable, yeah. So I think there will be the same kind of dip, the same kind of decline, the same kind of lack of, lack of interest in the long term, really. But I don't think after the court case it's going to completely die. We haven't got anyone else at this point. We got no John. And John was boring anyway. We didn't want John. We already moved on to Steeltop whilst we had John because we were fed up with him. So I think
I'm so glad he's gone right now. It's so nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and honestly, it's the best thing ever for the Dabbleverse because sink or swim, bitches. Find something to cover. Or it's all of a sudden Shuli's reaching out to Joey C and being like, actually, we should have you on the show a little bit more. Maybe it would be quite good to kind of have. And it's like, yeah, damn right. He's going to reel him in just to see if you can have a bit of a backup. But
the similarities between John and Steeltop, I apologize. The similarities between John and Steeltop are pretty striking, though, right? And John had huge success and now is coping with failure. Steeltop had moderate success. I mean, $20,000 a month on Twitch is nothing to sneeze at, right? Had moderate success.
That's not even the thing that he classes as his success, though. His success was when he was on the radio. That's his success. And that's quite sad, really, when you think of it like that, because he was definitely at one point making a lot more money on Twitch than he ever was at the radio station. But that's still how he correlates success is. And that's the same with John, right? He's like, I was in a movie. I was on like a radio show. I was on a TV show. And you're like,
John,
yeah, cool.
John's
Okay,
biggest
but
flex is that he was a writer. That's the one thing that which he wasn't. But the similarity between the two with the lying, where you said it's just today, they both do exactly the same thing. The only thing is Steel Toe does it with confidence. You rarely see a person that lies with as much confidence as that guy lies.
That's a good point. That is his skill. Is his just unrelenting, just confidence about everything.
I think as well, it'd be a fair comment to say with Steel Toe, he's still, as much as you'd like to think he hasn't, he's still got things going for him. So he's still got kids that he kind of sees every so often. He's still got females that are some reason interested in him. He's not at the bottom of that barrel, you know, and it very much seemed like John was for a lot. And he's probably feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's actually doing a little bit of comedy. They're actually interested in having him. You know, he's making a little bit of money out of it. He's probably feeling pretty good about himself compared to when he was not being touched by anyone. And all he had was people yelling at him for $2 a day, which you can do via Super Tip if you like, but that's a bit mean.
He's going to appear at the Stress Factory in New Jersey on May 2nd. And that's actually a big club around the New York City area. I mean, you don't see crap comics there too often.
Well, you will on May the 2nd. On May the 2nd, you're going to see one.
I did love though how he said it's the Stuttering John and Friends. When you saw the TV interview, he said it's the Stuttering John and Friends, but he knew nothing.
I don't know who they are.
Appearing. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
100%.
Jesus, John, you know, like put a little effort into it. Maybe ask a name, even if you get it wrong. You know,
I love.
But they don't have any credit, so it doesn't even matter. Why would I get to know these losers?
Whoa, is John here?
That's the best John impression.
Was that a sound drop?
Scared
Was that a sound drop? Did you play that for your thing? What I like as well, everyone from Doubleburst, when they were watching that interview for the first, second, third, fourth, fifth time, because we all fucking played it, myself included. When he went, oh yeah, they're like, oh, who's playing? He's like, oh, it's the Stuttering John and Friends. And everyone went, you motherfucker, you have no idea the people that you're going to perform with, that you're like setting up for. You've not even fucking like got it a tiny bit. You can even be like, well, it's Tim's doing a show later on. I'm going to introduce him. You got no idea. So shouldn't really.
He just doesn't care. He's like he's so in his own bubble. He just doesn't care.
He couldn't even be bothered to have an index card with 3 people's names on
yeah,
it.
Right.
No, I mean,
you're so right. He wouldn't have even thought of that though, Hunter, would he? He wouldn't have even kind of been like, oh, I should be a tiny bit.
No,
yeah. Like, okay.
The spotlight's not on him at that point, so he doesn't acknowledge it.
For sure.
It's insane. Well, we could all look forward, Annie, after Hackamania. We could go to the Steel Toe anniversary show in May.
Hold hands?
No, thanks.
We don't know. We don't need to hold hands. Just to go to another show. And can I? And I'll shut up after this last question. Sorry, you had me.
Please, yeah.
Yeah,
me too.
When it comes to Steel Toe, what do you foresee as the end of his criminal stuff? I don't think there'll be a trial, but do you think it's going to be $50 fine and a smack on the hand?
No, not a chance. Like I don't know, obviously, your court systems and what have you, but that even by your guys' standard, that sounds retarded. Surely he's done stuff before as well. It's not like a first offense, which I can kind of get if it's like the first thing you've ever done and it's a bad judgment call and you've got a very lenient judge. But he's done shit like this before. It's not the first thing he's getting accused of, and he's constantly keeps bringing it up on live streams, which will be able to be seen by the judge if they so wish, or the defense or whatever, like show a lack of remorse for what he's done. So I really hope not, but yeah, I've got a sneaking suspicion he's getting 0 time. But who knows? It's one of those things. We could just lose him for 6 months. So
I never expected him to get time, but it seems like a fine and a minor misdemeanor seem a little bit ridiculous. That just doesn't seem possible either. But
by time, I probably mean like weeks, and like, you know, it's 6 months, but time served, blah blah, you know, and you actually just be in there for like a few weeks or whatever. But the fact that he's getting nothing just kind of shows you can do what you want, really. So I will be sending pictures of Shmuel's nudes to Annie and Hunter later. You can't block me. You can't block me. I'm gonna send them.
You know, you do what you want.
No one wants them. No one wants them. Right. I think we should. I think we should wrap it up. No. You'd be surprised. I think we should wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much. First and foremost, to Annie, who's been an absolute legend. Annie, can you please do some plugs so people know where to find you?
If you're interested in what I'm going to be working on when I decide to do it and stuff I have been working on, go to insanity.com, INSANNEITY.com. You can check out my past work and the future stuff.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. You've been an absolute legend, and thanks for your help behind the scenes. I appreciate you. Right, I'm going to chuck you off now. Brilliant. Let's bring Shmuel back just for a little bit. Shmuel Buckman, thank you very much, my friend, for the pop by. Please give your plugs so people know where to find your show, mate.
So I'm at Buckman Shmuel on Twitter and at Shmuel_Buckman on YouTube. And we stream every Tuesday and Thursday night. And I think tonight we go live at 6:15, and it's usually with my partner, Mr. Dave Sarah, one of Eccles' favorite people.
My hero. Thank you for the 5 gifted as well, Dave. Right, take care, Shmuel. See you later, buddy. Let's kick you off. There you go. So, Hunter, thank you very much for sticking around, mate, and for being here with me, helping me out behind the scenes.
No problem.
Anything you'd like to say, mate? Any comments? Anything else?
Fuck off.
There you go. Perfect. Great. Couldn't have asked for a better exit. So thank you very much, everyone, for sticking around. It's been a great little hang, a little bit different to what we normally do, but we are mixing it up here, there, and everywhere. If you want to find me on X, it's Echo Pineapple. You're already following me here, so give me a like if you don't mind. And we will catch you Saturday with Between Two Hats. I think that's next time I go live with the good old OG Mumbling Nick. So thank you very much, everyone. Take care and go fuck yourself, I guess. We're going to kill you, Joey. We're going to die.
I go up against the Javelin Live most weeks, and I think, in all honesty, and I think Rocco would agree with... No.
He starts off as a heartthrob in the music #1. He's choking on a jacket potato and running himself over. And I think he ended up in a coma.
Made a poster out of it.
I think he's cut out that Ralph and he's put himself back in it because I think he's jealous that he's been replaced this First about 18 months ago in terms of like watching and
80?
Yeah, 80 months ago.
I've never heard anyone
18, a year and a half.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, they half of 3 years.
Year and a half. It was 18 months.
Me. Well, bottom.
Interpret how you wish.
I've been a gleeful bottom.
Brilliant.
With both men and women.
I didn't agree to do it.
You agreed to it.
Who is
I
this?
agreed to it.
What is this? You're a pineapple? What the fuck is this? How did I get here? What am I doing behind you?
I've already agreed. I will take my filter off at the end of this call in exchange for your services, and you will get to see my pineapple penis.